Big news! Your soulmate just made a promise about you. And they mean every word. My child, listen closely to me today because a truly beautiful and life-changing moment has just happened in the absolute quiet of heaven. I have clearly seen the deep promise your soulmate just whispered into the night sky, and I assure you they mean every single word. They are promising to protect your fragile heart forever, and I am already paving the safe road that brings their faithful steps directly to your door. For so many long years, I have carefully watched your lonely nights and captured every single silent tear you mistakenly thought no one else saw. But you urgently need to know that your future partner has been faithfully praying for someone exactly like you, constantly asking me to guide them. The beautiful promise they just made is a direct, undeniable answer to the deep longing in your spirit, and I am actively fulfilling it right now. Stay with me and do not look away until the very end of this message, because I am going to reveal the exact physical sign I am placing in your path tomorrow. This special sign will be the undeniable, concrete proof that their heartfelt promise is completely real and that I am personally guiding their steps to you. Do not close this letter early, for your greatest blessing is now closer to your hands than it has ever been before in your entire life. Have you felt a sudden, comforting warmth in your chest lately or woken up feeling a strange, soothing peace in the absolute quiet of the night? These moments are not random accidents, but my very gentle ways of preparing your healing heart to receive the solemn vow your true love has just spoken. I am quietly whispering your beautiful name to their waiting soul, and they are feeling the exact same comforting warmth at this very moment because of their promise. But before this beautiful promise can fully bloom and take root in your daily life, I deeply need you to completely trust me and let go of your past hurts. When your tired hands are finally empty of old pain and bitter memories, they are totally ready to hold the immense blessing I am bringing to you. Release the dark shadows of yesterday so you can confidently step into the bright, secure future they have passionately sworn to build with you. Jesus says, I need you to listen carefully and hold on until the final word is spoken, because the divine secret I will share will change your life forever. The bold vow they made about your future was spoken with such pure, unshakable faith that it moved my own heart instantly and completely. I am telling you this big news right now so you can properly prepare your home, your mind, and your hopeful spirit for their imminent arrival. You have spent so many long, quiet hours wondering if true love would ever actually find you, feeling totally invisible to the busy world around you. Let me firmly assure you that you are deeply and constantly seen, and the person coming to you has promised to cherish the very things others foolishly ignored. They are actively seeking the exact gentle kindness you carry in your soul, and I am currently weaving your two paths together in absolute, perfect harmony. Those sudden, out-of-place memories of true love that unexpectedly cross your busy mind are my gentle signals that your long season of waiting is almost entirely over. I am connecting your hopeful spirit directly with theirs, actively helping them hold tight to the beautiful promise they just made about your shared future. Every deep, calming breath you take today is practically drawing their faithful, devoted heart one massive step closer to your own waiting embrace. If this message brings peace to your spirit, you may choose to plant a seed of faith through the sacred link can be found in the channel bio. This is a simple symbol of your trust in my timing. But know this, my love and this blessing are already yours, freely given. Now, return your focus to your heart. Now is the absolute best time to completely wash away your heavy doubts and truly believe in the big news I am delivering to you today. They have firmly sworn to be your permanent safe harbor in every storm, and I am asking you to be brave enough to accept this true, unwavering devotion. Keep your faith incredibly strong right now, because the pure vow they just made is forever sealed by my divine will and it absolutely cannot be broken. Do not close this divine message before the very end, for the final seal of peace I will give you is completely crucial for your upcoming journey. The magnificent promise they made about you is constantly echoing through the halls of heaven, and I want you to know exactly how deeply you are loved. I am firmly holding your right hand right now, gently leading you straight toward the absolute greatest joy and romantic fulfillment of your entire life. I fully know you have felt totally abandoned and forgotten in the past, but I have always been standing right beside you through the darkest storms. The loyal person making this beautiful vow today is the ultimate reward for all your quiet patience and your absolutely unyielding faith in my plan. They have sincerely asked me for a pure love that lasts a lifetime, and I have joyfully pointed them directly to your beautiful, waiting heart. The Lord says, you must pay very close attention to the subtle, quiet things I am doing right now, because the early signs of their promise are blooming all around you. When you suddenly catch yourself smiling for absolutely no logical reason, it is completely because their hopeful thoughts about you are reaching your open spirit. I am rapidly bridging the physical distance between you both, making absolutely sure that their solemn word quickly becomes your beautiful daily reality. Stay very near to my comforting voice until the final, incredible blessing is spoken, because you deeply need this truth to armor your trusting soul. The massive promise they just made about you is a highly sacred bond, and I will absolutely not let anyone or anything steal this coming joy from you. Keep reading to directly receive the ultimate, undeniable confirmation that your weary days of walking alone are finally, permanently coming to an end. It is entirely necessary that you fully forgive those who carelessly hurt you before, so this brand new love can plant deep roots in perfectly clean soil. Your true soulmate is bringing a tender heart completely full of pure intentions, and you must be totally free of lingering bitterness to properly welcome them. I will personally give you the supernatural strength to heal completely, absolutely ensuring you are perfectly ready to stand beside the one who truly honors you. The incredibly big news I bring to you today is that your daily life is about to change in the most beautiful and peaceful way imaginable. The powerful promise they made about you is a permanent vow of endless loyalty, and they truly mean every single word they tearfully spoke to me. I have completely blessed their pure intentions, and I am actively clearing every single obstacle so they can quickly find their way to your side. There were so many dark nights you cried yourself to sleep, quietly asking me if you were simply destined to be completely alone for the rest of your days. I gently wiped those bitter tears, fully knowing that this exact beautiful moment was coming and that this incredibly faithful partner was being prepared just for you. They have just promised to be your ultimate comfort, and I am so deeply pleased to permanently bring this beautifully answered prayer into your life. Jesus says, "Do not leave this holy moment until I have spoken the final, unbreakable seal, because you will absolutely need it to easily recognize them tomorrow." The perfect vow they made about your future together is an incredibly precious gift, and I desperately want you to hold it tightly with both hands. I am willingly revealing this big news to you early today so your anxious spirit can rest totally easy tonight without any more unnecessary worry. When you suddenly wake up in the absolute middle of the night without reason, please understand that it is simply my gentle tap upon your shoulder. I am quietly stirring your sleeping spirit because your faithful soulmate is awake at that very hour, sincerely asking me to protect you and keep you safe. They absolutely mean every word of their beautiful promise, and my perfect peace is currently resting heavily upon both of you as you patiently wait. You must completely lay down the incredibly heavy burdens you have been carrying for years, for this new chapter requires you to walk with a very light spirit. The loyal person I am sending you has passionately sworn to share your daily load, but you must first be completely willing to let them actually help you. Trust entirely in my flawless divine plan, because I am rapidly replacing your deep exhaustion with a pure love that will totally restore your strength. Remain closely with me until the very last word is fully spoken, as I am currently preparing to physically hand you the final key to your happiness. This wonderful big news about the promise they made is merely the very beginning of the incredibly wonderful future I have perfectly written for you. I will absolutely not let you miss this massive blessing, for I am personally guiding both of your beating hearts with absolute precision and grace. I have clearly seen the tremendous kindness you regularly show to absolute strangers, even when your own fragile heart was breaking into 1,000 tiny pieces. The devoted partner coming toward you has just firmly promised me that they will deeply cherish that beautiful kindness and absolutely never take it for granted. I am finally rewarding your incredibly gentle spirit with someone who will joyfully spend the rest of their entire life honoring your true, boundless worth. The Lord says, if you suddenly find a quiet, unexplainable peace settling over you in incredibly crowded rooms, know that it is the absolute safety of their promise wrapping around you. They genuinely mean every single word they have spoken about your shared destiny, and my mighty hand is actively shielding this divine connection from the harsh world. You are physically feeling the massive weight of their true love before they even arrive, and I am totally making sure it is a gentle, beautiful transition. Stay completely focused on my guiding voice until the very end of this letter, because the physical sign I will reveal is the final puzzle piece you need. The incredible big news I am sharing today is completely meant to lift your heavy head and clearly remind you that you are deeply, unconditionally cherished by me. I am actively making all things brand new, and their solid promise to you is the unbreakable foundation of a truly bright and incredibly secure future. It is fully time to finally stop looking back sadly at closed doors, because the brand new one I am opening for you now is overflowing with glorious light. Your dedicated soulmate is stepping right through it with a massive promise of lifelong devotion, and you must confidently face forward to meet them halfway. Let my boundless love completely wash away your lingering, quiet fears, so you can fully embrace this pure, destined connection with absolute, uncontainable joy. The beautiful promise they made about you was so incredibly touching that the heavenly angels rejoiced, for they fully know exactly how long you have faithfully waited. They have passionately sworn to be your absolute closest friend, and I am carefully weaving your lives together in a way that nothing on earth can tear apart. This incredibly big news is your total confirmation that the sad seasons of weeping are permanently over, and the long time for joyful celebration has begun. I fully know there were crushing moments you felt completely forgotten, simply sitting in the absolute silence and sadly wondering if your prayers were just hitting the ceiling. I perfectly heard every single broken word, and the loyal partner making this promise today is the absolute living proof that I was always actively listening. They have sincerely asked me for the deep wisdom to simply love you right, and I am happily granting them everything they need to totally succeed. Jesus says, "Do not physically step away before the final, beautiful truth is shared, because this profound revelation will totally heal the absolute deepest parts of your heart." The solid vow they made about your future is incredibly true, and I desperately want you to feel totally, completely secure in this coming massive blessing. I am actively preparing your clear path right now, totally making sure that when you finally meet, your happy souls will happily recognize each other instantly. Have you recently caught a truly familiar scent on the gentle wind or heard a beautiful song that suddenly made you deeply long for a face you haven't seen? These totally beautiful, quiet moments are my personal whispers, fully confirming that the unbreakable promise they made is drawing them closer with every passing second. I am currently filling your quiet days with these very small signs so you will absolutely never doubt the immense, pure love that is rushing toward you. You absolutely have to completely let go of the foolish belief that you are difficult to love, because that is a terrible lie you must never, ever believe again. The precious one I am bringing directly to you sees your human flaws as beautiful, brave marks of survival, and they have sincerely promised to love every single part of you. Trust completely in my perfect timing and my divine judgment, for I have specifically chosen someone who intimately understands exactly how to hold your delicate heart. Walk closely with me until the very final sentence, for the massive blessing I have carefully prepared at the end is perfectly tailored exactly for your life. The incredibly big news of their heartfelt promise is a living testament to my absolute faithfulness, and I will safely deliver this total joy to your doorstep very soon. Keep your tired eyes wide open and your beautiful spirit totally willing, because the bright future they promised is currently unfolding exactly as I designed it. I closely watched as you generously gave your deep love to careless people who unfortunately did not know how to truly value the precious gift you constantly offered them. The faithful soulmate who just made this incredibly beautiful promise to me is totally different, for they deeply understand the massive, true value of your devoted spirit. They genuinely mean every single word when they passionately say they will absolutely never leave you, and I am permanently sealing their promise with my own hands. The Lord says, when you suddenly see a pair of beautiful birds flying closely together or notice a totally sudden flash of light, clearly recognize it as my gentle, loving nod to you. I am actively answering the massive promise they made with highly visible grace, fully ensuring that you constantly feel surrounded by my love and their pure devotion. Every tiny, seemingly random detail of your busy day is being carefully orchestrated by me to clearly remind you that your lonely chapter is finally, completely closing. Stay quietly in this absolutely holy moment with me until the very end, because the incredible final seal of perfect peace is currently waiting to wash entirely over you. The absolutely big news about their solemn vow is a massively bright beacon of hope in the dark, and I am actively using it to gently guide them safely home to you. Do not let any silly doubt steal your immense joy today, for I have clearly spoken this wonderful blessing and it will absolutely, without question, come to pass. You simply must completely forgive yourself for the foolish mistakes of your distant past, for I have already entirely washed them away exactly as if they absolutely never happened. Your pure soulmate is quickly arriving with a completely clean slate and a truly beautiful heart, and you must happily grant yourself the exact, precise same grace. I am happily giving you a perfectly brand new start together, solidly built on the incredibly strong rock of the beautiful promise they genuinely just made. The utterly profound vow they deeply spoke about you today is the absolute main reason I am completely breaking the silence and joyfully giving you this incredibly big news. They totally mean every single word when they faithfully promise to always cherish you in sickness and in health, and I am the ultimate, eternal witness to their devotion. I have entirely blessed the winding road they are currently traveling, and I am totally making sure they finally arrive completely safely to claim your beautifully waiting heart. There were terrible times you almost gave up bright hope entirely, quietly folding your tired hands and sadly accepting a lonely life completely without the partner you truly desired. But I absolutely never stopped actively working quietly behind the scenes, perfectly shaping the exact right person who would one day make this exact, beautiful promise about you. They have tearfully prayed for the incredible chance to simply make you smile, and I am joyfully giving them the absolute ultimate privilege to do so every single day. Jesus says, "Hold firmly on to my true words until the very, very last line, because I am absolutely going to totally reveal the incredibly beautiful sign of their impending arrival." The massive promise they made about you has quite literally shaken the very heavens, and I deeply want your spirit to be firmly anchored in this absolute, beautiful reality. I am speaking very directly to your quiet soul right now, lovingly asking you to fully prepare for the absolute greatest blessing you will ever receive. If you suddenly feel a totally unexplainable, massive joy unexpectedly bubble up completely inside you today, absolutely know that it is a direct reflection of their own pure happiness. I am actively connecting your deep emotions straight across the physical distance, wonderfully letting you truly feel the absolute certainty of the promise they just made to me. They are constantly dreaming of the incredible, peaceful life you will absolutely build together, and I am joyfully turning those faithful, pure dreams into a totally concrete future. Release the tiring, anxious need to completely control exactly how and precisely when they will suddenly appear, and totally surrender your timeline to my absolute perfect and infinite wisdom. The beautiful vow they made is completely, eternally secure, and I am actively working out the absolute finest details to fully ensure your upcoming meeting is nothing short of totally magical. Trust deeply that I am the sole, loving author of your entire love story, and the massive chapter 1 I'm joyfully writing right now is completely overflowing with unimaginable joy. Do not quickly turn away before the final, beautiful revelation is fully spoken, because the absolute climax of this message will totally break every single heavy chain of past sorrow. The completely big news of their massive promise is your absolute, ironclad guarantee that I am actively, right now answering the absolute deepest prayers of your incredibly lonely heart. I am strongly calling you to totally stand incredibly firm in your deep faith, absolutely knowing that the precise one you truly love is already faithfully running directly toward you. I have carefully, gently collected all the tiny fragments of your sadly broken heart, and I have totally put them completely back together with my own deeply healing hands.